This is ArieForce One at Fun Spot Atlanta. I had the opportunity to ride this back in April. This ride, um, it's a 10 out of 10. In my opinion, this is my third favorite RMC. I haven't done Hokuge or any of the ones over in Europe. I haven't done Zadra. I've done Steel Vengeance. I've done Iron Gwazi. And that's basically where I would put this is number 3. Then Steel Vengeance, then Iron Gwazi. A lot of people have this as their number 1, and I totally get that. I but Iron Gwazi is just so much better. I'm sorry, it just is. But you're looking at a track length of 3,400 feet long, a height of 155 feet, drop of 146 feet, 64 miles an hour. There's 4 inversions, and it's 83 descent angle of descent. You have a Raven truss dive, is a 0G stall, an outer bank, and then you have your final 2 barrel rolls, the arcade rolls, over the arcade and back. So it's kind of an out and back, but it's also an L shape. It's an L shaped out and back layout. So that's something cool about this ride. It was $13 million to build, and it's 2 trades with 5 cars per train. Riders are 2 across and 2 rows. So 20 riders per train. It's the 5-car trains. So not the 6. Let's go through the one thing I will say. When you hit the brakes, be prepared. I have big thighs, and you will slam into the restraint, and it's painful. I wasn't expecting it the first time, so that's one thing. And I think the quad down was a little excessive. Like, maybe we shouldn't do that anymore because it's great airtime, but it's almost too much. It's like Magnum almost with the triangle hills, except these aren't triangle, but you're hitting them at around like 50 miles an hour, and they're very sharp. So my favorite part of the ride is probably that zero is definitely the arcade roll. I think then the quad down, and then the Raven truss dive, and then the 0G stall. I like the 0G stall. The Raven truss dive is it's like a reverse it's like a reverse sidewinder, not sidewinder. What's that called? Um, what's that inversion? I'm thinking Intamin, not Intamin. That's a manufacturer. It's an Enelman, or however you pronounce it. Um, yeah, it's like a reverse Enelman. So that's they're calling it a dive loop. So I think that's off, but okay. It's an iBox and it's custom. And this ride is really cool, but like I'd never heard of this place until ArieForce, because they had like they have like a ENF Miler kitty coaster, and then this janky thing. I don't even know what it was, and then they just build this giant thing. Um, but that's 2 RMCs, only like 15 minutes from each other, because Twisted Cyclone is down the road at Six Flags Over Georgia, and then you have this. This is definitely better than Twisted Cyclone, but one thing I do like about Twisted Cyclone, you can take a nap on it. Okay, maybe not a nap, but like, it's very like nice. It's just nice. This thing, after like a lap or 2, you need to sit down, drink some water, take some leave. Probably um, take twist thing. Twist cyclone, you can kind of lap it over and over. But ArieForce, you kind of gotta take a break. But the one thing, you don't gotta worry about lines. There ain't no lines. I got a Zen ride on it. That's how. Yeah. Um. I've ridden it. I think I rode it 6 times. I've ridden it twice in the front, 4 times, and then 4 times in the back. Um. So it's definitely it definitely speeds up because one I rode it right in the morning and it was crawling through the layout, and then we came back at night and rode it at night. Thing was flying. But this was a great addition for this park, I think. But I'm like, okay, but like I thought this park was like just a family little park. It's got some family rides. It's just not been talked about much. And then in 2021, or was it 2022, got an announcement for ArieForce. And it's like so which it said fun spot. The first time I saw it, I was like, okay, fun spot Kissimmee or fun spot Orlando. And it said fun spot Atlanta. I'm like, there's a fun spot in Atlanta. That's just I didn't know. I really didn't know. But I love the theme. The only thing I don't like is how it is a shorter train. But honestly, it's probably better that it's a shorter train. Um, it's your typical RMC trains. This is one. This is definitely the best roller coaster in Georgia that I say. I say that. I'm gonna say that. I think it's better. It's definitely 100% better than Twisted Cyclone. Um, it's better than like Goliath. Definitely, it's better than a lot of Georgia Scorcher. Better than that. Duh. Yeah, Blue Hawk. No. No. This thing's definitely better. This thing's better than everything over Georgia. Um, the only thing I don't really care for too much is how spread out it is. It's like really skinny, but like it almost goes on for too long. I mean, it's kind of a short ride. I mean, it is a long ride at 3,400 feet, but it just something about it. It's just I don't know. It's just it feels long, but at the same time, it's kind of short. I don't know. Give me your opinion on this, but this um this is my review of ArieForce One at Fun Spot Atlanta. I almost said Fun Spot America. Fun Spot Atlanta in I think it's Atlanta, Georgia. Alright, see you guys next video.